Namaste students. Today our topic is the object of the Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowment Act. The religious freedom is guaranteed by the Constitution, so the intervention of the government in the administration of religious institutions through the statutory boards may seem paradoxical. There was no mention of temples in Vedic collection of hymns and prayers. When fire was lit, oblations were said to be made in the place where it. In later Brahman period, temples were constructed for accommodation of images of gods. Charities began to flourish and valuable endowments such as landed property for pious purposes were well established. In later period, the cult of religious worship developed and gifts for religious and charitable purposes were impelled by the desire to acquire religious merit. So the Hindu temples are founded, endowed and maintained generally for the benefit of general Hindu public. In earlier period, it was a private affair, and as and when the temples become inspiring centers of the social and cultural life of the community, centers of promotion and patronage of art and architecture and other fine art, and began to serve as a centers of learning and fostering and growth of the piety and learning, and as an effective instrument of poor relief. It began to become a public affair. Thereafter, out of the rituals for establishment and of endowment, which began the accumulation assets beyond imagination and slowly mismanagement and maladministration began to give into the temple administration to keep it within the domain of persons with ulterior motive. The avaricious began to tool the roost of temple affair, which invited the intervention of the government to mention as an effort to put an end to the greed of the power mongers, whose quarrelsome contest to grab the fleshing assessed of even the enmity and to protect and make due upkeep of the temple and properties attached thereto from anti-social element for its eternal existence. As such, the object of the legislation of the Madras Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowment Act 1951, as indicated in the preamble, is to amend and consolidate the law relating charitable endowment act exists for better administration, protection and preservation of temples and the endowed property attached thereto, and for fulfillment of the object with reasonable restrictions which do not violate the rights of religious freedom guaranteed by the Constitution. Clear? Thank you so much.